strategy games on mobile. More specific, kingdom builders. I have 10 of them for you here today. Money-hungry kingdom builders that you all are going to love. Maybe. Let's dive into my list of 10 kingdom builders that I've had a ton of experience with, most of them, and ones that I would recommend you play if you're looking to dive into the genre. By the way, could you please subscribe? Thanks. The first and probably most popular right now is Whiteout Survival. Why is this game so popular? Well, I can tell you why. 1, vertical format, making it very easy for players to play on the go, single-handed. It's much more of a casual experience. 2, it's got this snowy theme. It's just a good-looking game and different than all of the others on the list. Whiteout Survival, being in a snowy setting, differentiates itself so much from the others just because of its physical look. The game's actually a lot of fun too. I actually quite enjoy it, and I think it's one of the leaders in this genre. Next up, we have Age of Empires Mobile. We all loved Age of Empires on PC and console, didn't we? I mean, it was a great strategy game. This one is so much different. This is your traditional kingdom builder style game like many of the others on today's list. Now, this is the newest game of everything on today's list. It's not the most popular. The most popular is probably Whiteout Survival, to be honest with you. But this one is quite good for the genre. Now keep in mind, the core mechanic gameplay of all of these games are very much the same. It's gonna have to do with how pay to win is the game, the aesthetic of the game, what champions you kind of just like better inside of the game, and what just overall look and feel are you into. That's gonna be a personal preference by all of you. But for me, well, I have my favorite. I'll make sure I tell you my favorite one at the end of the video. I got a gift for you guys today that's absolutely free. And I'm gonna be talking about Raid Shadow Legends, so buckle up because your boy right here absolutely loves this turn-based strategy game, and I am addicted to collecting all of the new champions. I'm gonna show you a few that I recently got, but I wanna thank Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video and urge all of you to download the game using my QR code that you see up above or my link in the description to get it for free. It's gonna get you 2 free epic champions that I'm gonna show you in a second. They're freaking awesome. I use them all the time, and a whole bunch of other rewards. And also you should come over to my Raid channel because I talk about this game every single day. It's called Echo Raid Shadow Legends. That's linked down below too. Don't be sketchy. Come on over and say what's up and see what this game's all about. All right, so now that we're about to beat this ice golem, an ongoing event inside of the game, I want to tell you guys some of my favorite champions, 2 of which are ones that you get for free from using my code and my link down below. Check it out. You go right here, free champion with my code. Just from using my code, an epic that I leveled up to 60, which I wouldn't have done if this was not a champion that I would use on a regular basis. But we did. Cha-ching for you. And also Rector Drath. Maybe one of the creepiest ladies inside of the game, but definitely brutal. I'm gonna be using her in Hydra. Also, up to 6 stars with a 4-star ascension. You know that this one is worth it. And again, you're welcome. It's a free gift just from using my code to download the game. But you know who some of my favorites are? Alice. Alice, a free login champion. Oh my God, look at this bunny on her back. Talk about creepy, pretty darn crazy. And something that we had in the past is He-Man. I grew up with this guy. Absolutely loved him, had to have him, so now I got him. There's so many champions that you could choose from inside of this game. Some would say it's endless. It's not endless, but there's like 900 and something of them, and I want them all. I know, it's a problem. Now, whether you're doing campaign, dungeons, faction wars, arena, clan bosses, Doom Tower, Cursed City, or Siege, woo, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on inside of this game. A lot of this you can do from day one, and I suggest you start with campaign, and then you could dive into arena and smack people around the way that I do, having so much fun, especially in live arena. Now, if you want to be like me and spank around events and earn a ton of free rewards, you gotta download Raid. And after you do download Raid, using my link in the description, make sure you check out my clan, Echo Raid. We're level 14 as of right now. Maybe we'll have a spot for you to join us, because I love bringing in some new players. Now again, I want to thank Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video, and I urge all of you to both download the game and to go check out my channel, Echo Raid Shadow Legends. I'll see you guys there. Now, I know that you knew Rise of Kingdoms was going to be on the list here today. I mean, I covered this game for 2 years here on the channel and absolutely loved it. It is probably the most beastly kingdom builder on all of the App Store. Actually, a good friend of mine, Chiscool Gaming, still covers this game to this day. If you want to see more about it, make sure you go check out his channel. Rise of Kingdoms has tons of champions that you can invest in to basically lead your armies, build up the skill trees, and enjoy everything that Kingdom Builders have to offer. This is the OG. This is probably the strongest in the space. It's the pioneer. It's one of the best ones on the list, even to this day today, even though it's been out for 5 or 6 years already. Oh man, then there's State of Survival. This is another one that I covered here in the channel for a while, and I actually really like. Why do I like State of Survival? Okay, something I didn't mention with Rise of Kingdoms was it has that open world freedom movement. You could control your troops wherever they are on the battlefield. Here in State of Survival and in many of the other games, you actually can't. If you send them on a mission, they're on that mission. So open world freedom, Rise of Kingdoms is gonna be your jam. So why do I like State of Survival so much? Purely on the aesthetic. I like zombie-related things more than I like historical figures and mythology and all of that kind of stuff. I just really do like the zombie aesthetic of this game. Is the gameplay better? Probably not. Is the fight experience better? Probably not. But do I prefer this one? Yeah, I probably do, just because of how it looks. And if I'm spending hours inside of a game, I want it to be in a realm that I particularly enjoy. And that would be zombies in this case. World of Elves. Does it look familiar? Well, yeah, it looks like Rise of Kingdoms and many of the others on today's list, except for this one takes you into an elf age. As you take a look, I need a sip of my coffee really quick. Ah, yes. All right, I'm energized and ready to go. Yeah, it's your typical kingdom builder with an elf theme. Decent, fun, not the most popular one on today's list, but if you are an elf enthusiast, maybe this is the one you'd pick. It would not be the one I pick. It literally looks just like Rise of Kingdoms. All right, now we have Lords Mobile. So actually, Rise of Kingdoms is not the OG. Lords Mobile is the #1 first one kingdom builder on mobile, and probably had some of the biggest player base of all time, having been the first. I actually really like the aesthetic of this game. I think that even to this day, it's really cool looking. It is, though, your typical kingdom builder, and the experience that you're gonna have from this one is very much like the others. This said, I really do like this one. It's the one that started it all for everyone. The model that led the way for success of kingdom builders on mobile games. Can't go wrong. You just can't go wrong with Lord Mobile. Watch your wallets with all these games, please. Oh yeah, this brings me back. Infinity Kingdom, man. When I was waiting for Call of Dragons to come out, I played a bit of Infinity Kingdom. This one's really fun. You don't have the open world movement or anything like that, but you do have a great grand castle, and you have dragons. Who doesn't love dragons? So this was one of my favorites to play of all time, even though it was a little bit limited. Like, you can see the castle is huge and there's so much to do and all that stuff, but the movement in the open world was what was limiting for me. That said, I loved all the heroes inside of the game. I thought they were awesome. Spent quite a bit of money inside of this game as well. And Rise of Kingdoms. And State of Survival. And Call of Dragons. I think I might have a problem. Yeah, Gods of Olympus. This is one that I never really got into, again, with that mythology stuff. But it's a really good looking game. I think the graphics are cool. It's definitely one of the less popular older ones from today's list. Definitely does have a niche audience, and from back in the day, I recall the development team was quite involved in caring about what everyone that played the game thought. But as you can see, we're looking at your traditional kingdom builder here. This one plays a little bit differently, but at the end of the day, it's the same idea. This is probably one of my least favorite from the list here today, but with that being said, if you like mythology and you want something that is a little bit different, well then, this one's an option, right? Call of Dragons. Yes, this is made by the makers of Rise of Kingdoms, and it's actually probably the best kingdom builder on the list today. Unfortunately, it's not the most popular, and that leads to a smaller player base and a less active game. Not saying that it's a dead game, because it's definitely not. It's actually one of the newer ones, having been probably 2 years old. But man, Call of Dragons is, in my opinion, probably the best one. If you're looking for an experience, like the best experience inside of the game. It doesn't have the zombies that I love from State of Survival. It doesn't have Infinity Kingdom with the dragons that I absolutely love. But it is a really good game with really great combat, and actually the community is pretty decent still. Now my boy Chiscool Gaming, he covers this game as well still on his channel, so if you want to check him out and get more in-depth stuff, you can do it over there with him. I will not be exclusively covering any of these games, but I do think that Kingdom builders are fun. I mean, I've spent years playing. Fire and Glory Blood War. How the heck did this one get on the list? Okay, think, Echo. Oh, vertical game. You may like a vertical experience, but Whiteout Survival's a better one. You may like Medieval, but Rise of Kingdoms is a better one. You know why this is here? Because it's just another option for you, and we don't have a lot of vertical options. At the end of the day, man, this one may be even worse than Gods of Olympus. Yeah, I wouldn't play this one. You do what you want to do, but this one's not for me. Dragon Siege Kingdom Conquest. At least you got some graphics that are nice looking inside of this one, but again, very traditional style. I really like the pigs. I think that the pigs could be something that would make me want to play the game. Also, the champions and heroes, they're very cool looking inside of the game as well, but it does offer your traditional experience inside of Kingdom Builders. Now, if you like the experience, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because every day I'm putting out videos sharing with you some of the best games to play, mobile games and free to play on Steam. Additionally, check out my website, echogaming.io, because it's awesome.